I just wanted to say too, for all the people that are listening to this, I've had an incredible experience with Ari over the last probably 13 months. We've been working together, and he's really transformed the way that I'm a financial advisor. And so we've had to go mainly virtual with everybody over this last couple of years due to COVID. And so it's really about reprogramming my language. And Ari has definitely taught me a lot of stuff that I otherwise would not have known. I realized how terrible I actually was before I met Ari. And now I do feel a lot more prepared and a lot better. But I still, what really is nagging me, and I know we had a conversation about it today, is I think the other gentleman, a couple before, had said it. So the problem I've been having is we get down to the roadmap that we prepared together, and we go through the roadmap with the person. And the problem that I always get is, oh, you know what, we're looking for 2 or 3 other advisors. I got 3 or 4 meetings set this week, and then we'll get back to you. So after I go through the roadmap, I've already presented the fee. How do I line them up back on another call to get them to talk again so that we can solidify that on the calendar so that, yeah, if you want to go and explore the 2 or 3 other people, great, but let's have a conversation about it. But how would you position that, and what's the best way that you would do that?
So does that come up at the end? Interesting.
It's been coming up a lot.
Okay. So what I might say is this. If that comes up, that's resistance. We're looking at some 2 other people. I might say this. I might say, may I ask, what is your #1 criteria that's most important to you, that you feel is a requirement to find the person you want to work with? What is that one thing? See, that stops the whole thing, Mark, and it puts the shining lights on the light on them, spotlight, to have them think about what is it that they're really wanting someone. That's not an easy answer, because they think they're just shopping around. I'm shopping, having calls, getting information. But when you ask that profound question, what is the one thing, most important thing that will make the difference for you on the person you're looking for? I would love to hear that answer from them. God, would that be so interesting to hear that answer? Because hopefully it's something around someone we can trust, because that's what this is all about. And if it's something else, well, guess what? You'll learn something there that's missing in the conversation. So it's not about trying to book them to the next session. It's about get to the truth behind that smoke screen of we're looking at 2 other people. So as you know, our whole approach here is to stop the momentum, stop everything, call out what's not clear, so you know where you stand at the moment. And that will bring out a lot of things you wouldn't have known before. And honestly, that would be the most interesting thing, to hear what they say. In fact, try that. Let's hear what they say, because we can learn a lot from that.
So whatever their answer is, how do you then position it from there in order to?
Okay, so whatever their answer is, I'd say that I really appreciate that. Is there something that I'm missing from today's conversation, that you're missing from me, that you need to meet that criteria? We're searching for the gap, Mark. We got to find out, what is it that they need to say yes now? Why the shopping trip? Why haven't they chosen the other 2 people before you? You see, if we know that criteria, then you can say, do the other folks have that? I guess not, because that's why you're still here, right? Like, I'd rather address it right there and then. And then we'll take it from there based upon what you hear from people. But I guess the big idea here is call them out in a nice way that engenders a conversation to learn more about what's on their mind.
So versus having to chase them now after the call, because let's say they don't make a decision now on that call, and we still ask them that question, what's the best way to go ahead and to get them?
Well, you ask them the question, they give you the answer. You bond and say, is there anything I could do to close that gap for you? They tell you whatever, and there's a moment of bonding there when you ask that question, by the way, because it's very profound. Once they give it to you and you feel like you have some mending there, then you say this, you say, would you be open to us scheduling another conversation so I can answer your final questions, be available to you, because I typically work only by appointment only. We don't follow up with people. We don't chase people. We want to be there for them to give them their full attention. Would you be open to that? There'll be some respect in that, Mark, if you say it that way.
Okay.
And it's just the tone that you're not going to chase them as well.
All right.
And I bet you no one else is holding that either, you know?
All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Cool. Good to see you, Mark.
All right. Good to see you. Thanks.
Take care, folks.